great prosperity, a grand emphasis on learning, and an age when calm was it was a unique era, characterized by extravagance on every side. People were absorbed in jewels, expensive fabrics, and costly metals. Within society, there was an emphasis placed on ceremony, majestic splendor, colorful literacy, and an atmosphere which was both kingly and royal.
From this age, the King James Bible was written, and it would absorb the wide array of influence of that time. Queen Elizabeth I sat firmly on the throne of England, but in her family, her nation, and the nations around her, trouble was brewing, as Catholic and Protestant leaders grappled for power in both church and state. At this time in particular, there was great distress in determining which Bible translation was the most accurate. The Catholic Church had their own version, the Latin Vulgate Bible. The Church felt, of course, that it was the most correct translation, but it was to be read only in Latin.
Latin Vulgate Bible. Es pluralis agacitur Bible. Signor es meus upilio opilio. Ego vadum non volo. Es plantum mahi dicumbo in veritas pastus. Es plumbum mahi prietur etiam aguora.
As you can see, a big problem for the average person is that they can't even understand what the priests and bishops are even saying. Now, let us read the same passage from the Geneva Bible, the primary Bible that we, the Puritans, use. Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. Truly, this is the only Bible we should read. Who can even understand the Latin Vulgate? Now, the other Bible Queen Elizabeth would have us to read is the Bishop's Bible. That Bible follows after all the pomp and ceremony of the Church of England, the kind of worship I'm sure our God would not be interested in.
The main problem with the Puritan Geneva Bible is that it has too much. We have the Bishop's Bible, written by some of the most scholarly bishops, and I, Elizabeth, Queen of England, hereby proclaim and reinforce that all people and churches are to read the Bishop's Bible only. Any church choosing to do otherwise will be reckoned guilty of heresy.
I honestly do not know what to make of this battle between Bible versions. They all have their strengths and their weaknesses. The Latin Vulgate Bible is confusing for its translation. The Geneva Bible is much more accurately translated, but it has too many commentaries and is slanted towards Puritan beliefs. The Bishop's Bible is not translated as well as the Geneva Bible, and it does have more ceremony in it than is necessary. How am I, an upstanding textual scholar, going to be able to speak with enough authority to bring all these religious leaders into agreement in one Bible version?
As the years wore on, Queen Elizabeth grew old and frail. Having never married, she had no heir to the throne, and the question of who would rule after her loomed like a dark cloud over England.
Oh, I feel so ill and have not left this room for some time. I fear that my duties are not being carried out to the degree that I demand, and I really must talk to James Bancroft to
extravagant, vain, conceited, and argumentative. He was meticulous and thorough, yet he saw the importance of a broad approach in all matters. He was also obsessed with words and knowledge, and this passion would later inflame his desire to create a new version of the Bible.
Your Majesty, it is with sadness and commendation that I come to you with this news. Your cousin, Queen Elizabeth of England, has died. But, in her last words, she has appointed you to be the successor to the throne of England. And at your earliest convenience, you must quickly make your way from Edinburgh to London.
This is indeed bittersweet. However, I've waited a long time for this. It is finally my time. A parade must be arranged for my entrance. England has never witnessed a king such as I will be. I will bring great things to this people. This is good news.
Well, we shall see what this new king brings to England. The people certainly seem excited to meet him. We all know that he has the power to raise up and to cast down, to sentence life and death, and to judge over all his people. And yet, we are all accountable to none but God only.
He should be accountable to the priests. The Catholic Church is the founder of all Christianity, and it should stay that way. God has appointed priests to be his mediators and to translate for the people. The king should not have such control. His authority is too great.
He certainly doesn't have the best reputation in Scotland. He squanders his money, and his religious devotion is only as great as the money you're willing to offer for it. This is highly frustrating, to say the least.
He's an interesting fellow for sure. Have you ever seen such a fanfare? He certainly knows how to draw attention to himself.
We need a king with backbone. That's the kind of man I would support. As Queen Elizabeth's most trusted religious advisor, I, James Bancroft, will be right by the king's side to make sure that the Church of England rules. I will bet anything that that Puritan, John Reynolds, will try and sway the king, but he will not be successful. I will see that.
Look, here he comes.
Announcing King James I, King of England.
God save the king! God save the king! God save the king!
My word, I've only just come to the throne, and already there's so much bickering among the churches and who will have authority. I will call a conference to decide once and for all who will have the support of James, King of England. I will be holding a conference at the Hampton Tudor Hall. Please send invitations to all those I have invited. Do so at once. I want to put a stop to this bickering nonsense.
Yes, Your Majesty.
England. I should think that King James would see through all these other pompous religions and recognize that their ceremony and rituals are ungodly and must be done away with.
I don't know about that, Sir John. King James was raised by his very Catholic mother, Queen Mary. You may think that the Catholic Church should be the church for the people of England.
Yes, indeed. Queen Mary was highly dedicated to her cause, and even committed treason because of it.
I can hardly stomach the nonsense I am hearing in this room. You will all soon see that King James, like Queen Elizabeth before him, is only interested in preserving and advancing the Church of England, and all those who don't will surely regret that decision.
The time.
King James asked us to meet here at 9 o'clock precisely. Look at the time. It's almost 11 o'clock. Where can he be? I hope he hasn't gone on hunting and lost track of time again.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Thank you for your patience. I was attending a very pressing matter in the King's forests. Please, take your seats. Men, our country is at a crossroads and is looking to us to provide direction. We need to clarify a number of church doctrines and decide which religious body will be the reigning church in England. It is great privilege that we come before our Almighty God to determine such matters. Sir Reynolds, as representative of the Puritans, if you please.
Your Majesty, might I point out the many flaws of the Church of England? There is no adult baptism, and the use of the cross is like a magic symbol. There is much superstition in their ceremonial rituals, and their bishop's Bible has strayed far away from the worship our God would be pleased with.
You Puritans are nothing but schismatic scholars and breakers of the law. You should all be done away with. Your Majesty, surely such a respected man as yourself would not tolerate such other influences.
Sir Reynolds, I will hear nothing of your anti-Baptist lunacy. There has been much discussion over the months, and I hear nothing new from you today. The Church of England will rule, and I appoint James Bancroft as Archbishop to oversee the affairs of the Church.
If it pleases your Majesty, at least maybe a translation be developed that will reflect the intent of the original language, a translation that could be understood by the common man.
If every man's ideas were followed, there should be no one to translate.
It is true. There does not seem to be a Bible that can suit all of our needs. But to allow such freedom as to let the common man read and try to understand the Word of God, this is the duty of the priests alone. We can never allow the common man to read in his own language and think he can interpret it for himself.
I confess that I've never seen a Bible well translated. We need the best learned men. James Bancroft, your first duty as Archbishop is to see that this project gets underway immediately. A new translation. How exciting.
With this commission, the door to the new translation swung wide open. The room buzzed at the prospect. It was Monday, January 16th, 1604. From these outbursts of emotion, a writing project began that would change English literature forever. The seed that Reynolds sowed that day soon grew to be one of the most influential books ever published in the English language.
Although the news of a new translation made many in England rejoice, there was a strong minority who vehemently opposed the idea. Many Catholic leaders were adamant that the effort had to be stopped, that it was against the will of God for the common man to have the Bible in his own language. And so, in the dark shadows of the streets of England, a plan was hatched.
Are you sure, Jack, that we were to meet here at the Lion's Inn?
I'm sure, Thomas. New today at the Lion's Inn. The message from Robert Catesby was clear enough.
Look. Here comes Robert now. And who does he have with him? Oh, look, Jack. I believe it's Guy Fawkes.
Jack, Thomas, glad to see you both good naked. You remember Guy Fawkes, yes?
Of course we remember him. How could we forget?
So, we're just waiting on Thomas Winter then.
And here I am. Glad you remembered me, dear cousin of mine.
Thank you for coming today, gentlemen. Please, take your seat. I think you would all agree that ever since King James came to the throne, there has been no relief against the persecutions against us or our Catholic brethren.
Certainly not. The king has just declared that all Jesuit priests must leave the country immediately or face arrest.
And that is exactly what I have brought you here today. Gentlemen, I have a plan. One that is planned well. Remove this godless man from the throne and restore England to its true papal heritage. Next year, on the opening day of Parliament, the kings, his bishops, his lords, the members of Parliament, and the high officials will all be gathered in one place.
Disgusting. I plan to get as far away as possible from that awful place.
You'd better, Thomas. Gunpowder. We'll plant enough of this stuff under the floor of Parliament that the whole that's blown in England will go halfway to the Orient.
It's a master plan, Robert. Completely insane, really. Load up Parliament. Who would think such a thing? It'll change the whole political structure of England in a moment. It's brilliant.
Settle down there, Jack. Hold on to your britches. Now, this plan has great potential indeed, but I'm sure you've already thought of this, Robert. What are we going to do once the king and his officials have been disposed of?
Simple, my friend. Both of the king's sons will be with him that day in Parliament, and they will all go down together. But the king's young daughter Elizabeth is currently staying in Coombe Abbey. We will kidnap Elizabeth and declare her Queen of England, then have her raised as a good Catholic queen who will finally bring us all relief.
Robert, now I see why you brought Guy along. His previous experience in the Spanish army as an explosive expert will come in very handy.
Well, we have a lot of work to do. We need to get organized. We need to find a place close to the House of Parliament, and we need more supporters. Preferably a few filthy rich men to finance the purchase of a whole heap of gunpowder. Men, we are going out to bang! A new day will soon dawn over England.
still have another month before the Big Bang, and another set of hands here to help out.
Jack, glad to have you here. And who might this be?
Guy, meet Francis Treachery. Recently joined the plot as one of my finances. Mighty rich one at that. I thought I had bring him down here tonight to share my supper. His doubts, it was plans well reclaimed. I'm sure he'll be satisfied.
It's unheard of, Jack. I just could not believe it when you said you managed to find a coal cellar directly below the House of Parliament.
Yes, it was a handy find. Now all we need to do is maintain the disguise that we are here at a simple fire shop.
As well as move in the other 16 barrels of gunpowder I heard you mumbled about.
Yes. Well, gentlemen, how's it going? Jack, you coming to the meeting at the Lion's Inn? Casey wants to go over some final details for the capture of Elizabeth.
Of course. In fact, I'll come with you now if you don't mind, Guy. I trust you are satisfied that your money is not going to waste.
Satisfied? Gunpowder. It's a brilliant plan, really. If only there was a way to save the lives of all those innocent Catholics who will perish. My own brother-in-law. My poor wife. Can't imagine how she'll react if she finds out that I was behind the murder of Lord Monteagle, her own brother. Perhaps there is a way. Maybe, just maybe.
Dear Lady Monteagle, I'm so excited. Only one more week till the opening of Parliament when we leave for London.
And isn't it a relief that the king personally invited you, even after being involved in 2 Catholic rebellions in recent years?
A relief indeed. Though, I'm not sure if it's me or my money that the king is fond of.
My lord and Lady Monteagle, tea will be served in 15 minutes.
Thank you, Ward.
Ward, please make sure the fire is quiet and start for the evening.
Yes, my lady.
That's some good tea there. Where did you get that from?
Francis brought it when he came for a visit last week.
Oh, I see. Yes.
My lord! My lord! My lord, I apologize for interrupting you again, but an urgent letter has just arrived for you.
Thank you, Ward. Ward, this is unbelievable, simply unbelievable. Listen to this. My Lord Monteagle, because of the love that I have for some of your friends, I care for your safety. Therefore, I would advise you, if you value your life, to devise some escape and to cancel your attendance at this Parliament. For God and man have joined forces to punish the wickedness of this time. Stay in the country and watch the event in safety. For though there is no appearance of any danger, the leaders of this great country shall receive a terrible blow at the opening of Parliament. And yet, their assassin shall remain unseen. Ignore this counsel at your own risk. As soon as you can, burn this letter. I hope you will have the wisdom to make good use of this protection.
My lord, what do you recommend? What will you do?
Ward, there's only one thing we can do. We must warn the king. Quickly, Ward, saddle my horse. We leave for London at once.
Well, only 9 more hours until the course of history changes forever. I better get some sleep. Tomorrow's a big day.
Well, scoured the rooms upstairs. Found nothing suspicious.
Yeah, I seriously doubt we're gonna find anything in this dusty old cellar. Hey, did the king mention anything about who are you?
John Johnson, at your service. Welcome to our firewood shop. You really must be careful with an open flame in a place like this.
Fire shop? Open at this hour? You wouldn't be hiding anything here, would you?
Of course not. Gentlemen, gentlemen. I'm just a guy who works with fire and wood.
Well then, you would have nothing to hide then, would you? What is this? A fuse? Matches? What exactly is going on down here? Isn't that a bit dangerous, Mr. Johnson? William, search the room. I'll keep Mr. Johnson detained.
Gunpowder! Edward, the sticky gun you were looking for. And Mr. Johnson, if that's your real name, come with us. Give me like word of you.
confessed after severe torturing, and the names of all the conspirators were revealed. One by one, all of his accomplices were rounded up and sentenced to death. It is amazing what disaster the addition of one match and a fuse could have unleashed. With James still safe on the throne, this great work of producing a new translation would be accomplished, and the bright light of the Reformation would continue to burn.
our translation has finally come together, and we are quite sure that we have met King James's expectations. We have taken great pains not to add any commentaries, so that the reader can come to conclusions for himself. Consider, for example, Acts 22, verse 16, where it says, "And now, why tarriest thou? Arise and be baptized, calling on the name of the Lord. Wash away your sins." This could indicate many thoughts on the idea of baptism, and we have left the reader to research for himself what the meaning of baptism actually is.
Finally, we have a translation that will please many. I hope this translation will inspire people to read the Bible for themselves.
I will take it to the king and we will have it compiled. Many reputable scholars have worked on this project, and I am sure that the king will find it to his satisfaction.
No other text has matched the King James Version. It has provided the backbone for Christianity around the world. The King James Bible is the most widely published text in the English language, and it was first released 400 years ago this year. Over the years, hundreds of millions of copies have been sold.
This version of the Bible has had a lasting impact, not only on the Christian faith, but also on the way the English language is spoken and written today.
In 1611, it struck a critical balance in a world of religious conflict, and it has been used in churches around the world ever since. By the end of the 17th century, it was simply the Bible.
Thus, the King James Bible came to be, and men in England and then the world had Bibles in their own homes. Now, 400 years later, this same translation is still commonly in use in homes throughout the world.
So the next time a day goes by and the Bible goes untouched in your home, remember, it almost never made it there.